What is going on YouTube? So this one's gonna be a little different than I would typically like. Normally whenever I do these videos, I would like to be driving in the car on the way to the gym. But as you know, well, you don't know, but now you know, I'm in a hotel. So this is about roughly a few days after the workout that you're about to see. So anyways, this is going to be a shoulder focused workout today with a little bit of a voiceover that I'm going to do for you to kind of explain what I'm thinking while doing these repetitions for the exercises that you'll see. So anyways, the reason I'm doing this intro a little differently is because I just wasn't satisfied with how I did the original recording. So I'm just going to just kind of play around with the whole YouTube idea and just see how this works out. So we've got shoulders up today with a little bit of voiceover from yours truly, moi. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video and learned something about training shoulders specifically. So it's gonna be a good time. It was a rough day, so I don't recommend it, but as you'll see, I did a back and shoulder day, 2 workouts in one time frame, we'll say it like that. I don't recommend doing that. It was back and shoulders. It's personal opinion. I explain it in a video, in a different video, which I just wasn't happy with, but it just takes too much energy. If you're one of those people that do the full body, go for it, you know, whatever. But in a bodybuilder perspective, it's not the best result to, you know, use all your energy on 2 different body parts, because you want to be training intense and hard on the specific body part. That way you completely exhaust all your resources and nutrients in that muscle group, and then you refuel for the next day. So anyways, do not do, I should say not do not, but I don't recommend the back and shoulder. So this is a video of the shoulder exercises I did do while I was doing my back and shoulder day. So this is what a typical shoulder day would look like. And I did do shoulders today, which is November 16th. So I did do shoulders today. So these are the same exact exercises that I did. I did not record the tricep movements that I did, but I'll go ahead and tell you what they are. They are Smith machine close grip. So I'll get a video of that in the near future, but Smith machine close grip bench press. It's kind of self-explanatory. You just grab a Smith machine, a bench, put it underneath there, and then press it with your hands close together. Did that for 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. So it's a heavier compound movement, and it really makes you focus on your triceps because your shoulders are completely exhausted and are not there for support like normal. If you've never done close grip bench press, you know that your shoulders are often used quite a lot just for your support. And then whenever you've completely exhausted them and then moved on to close grip bench press, you can definitely feel that your shoulders are no longer there, which is good. It makes you rely on just your triceps on pushing instead of using other body parts that we're not trying to work out. Then after that was overhead tricep extension. So you just put the cable down low to the ground as far as you can. I'm a little bit taller, so I don't go all the way down to the ground. I go about probably 4 notches from the bottom, grab a rope, put that from the bottom, and I throw some weight on there because I can lift it up pretty good, and rep that out from 10 to 15 reps for 3 sets. And then we do a triple drop set, which is on the 3rd set. You do your 3rd set and then you drop the weight 3 times. So it's not you do your 3rd set and then drop it 2 times. It's on your 3rd set, you do your 3rd set and then you drop the weight 3 times. So essentially you're doing 4 sets if you want to think about it. But you're doing lighter weight. So, you know, technically it's not actual 4 sets, it's 3 sets with an intensifier, which I'll go over intensifiers in a different video. So hope you enjoy this video shoulder training, and I will see you on the outro. What is going on, everybody? So for first exercise, we have dumbbell shoulder press, where I did 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps for this. So here you currently see me doing 100-pound dumbbells going down to 90 degrees and immediately back up. I do not go further than this, as it will cause injuries as well. One thing I need to focus on when doing this is bringing my elbows forward a little bit more. So what I mean by forward is I don't want them straight out to the side where I basically look like a bench pressing. So right there, you can tell my elbows are out a little bit. I need to bring those in just a tad bit. So that was my second set that you've seen in the previous video. And now this is my third and final set where I'm pushing the 110s. Moving on to rear delt flies cable with single arm. Now the goal here is to go down and hold for a split second. And what I'm trying to do is really target the rear delts here. And notice how whenever I bring my hand all the way up to the top of the cable, I'm just trying to stretch the rear delt. I'm not trying to do anything too fancy. I'm just trying to stretch the rear delt and really just get that feeling in the rear delt. So we do one arm at a time and then immediately do the next one. So here's a better visual representation of me just going all the way to the cable and just really stretching. Now the intensity here, we want to keep up the intensity. Okay, this is a easier exercise than shoulder press, but you really need to focus on not going too far low to where you'll engage your lats and your trapezoids and your rhomboids and all that stuff like that. So that's why we go down at a certain angle and split, hold it, just feel rear delt. Moving on to dumbbell side lateral raises. Now this is something, to be honest, I'm still trying to perfect. What we want to focus on here is making sure our elbows are above our wrist. Probably what I could do is slow down a little bit, to be honest, a little fast here, and a little bit of swinging. So we want to go out and away and laterals to really feel it. Then moving on to cable side lateral raises. And the goal is the same here. We want to go out and away from our body. And tempo, as you can tell, probably just need to slow down a little bit because the traps are probably getting involved a little too much. The goal here is to keep our elbows above our wrist. So what I like to do is keep my wrist pointed down and then make sure my elbow leads the movement to really feel our side delts here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that video. That was a short training session of shoulders. It is currently a few days, possibly maybe a week or two in advance as to whenever I filmed that video and even whenever I did the intro. Life kind of happened, so I wasn't able to actually get all that done in one night like I'd hoped, but oh well. We're getting it up there. We're getting it out there for you to watch and hopefully to do for your next shoulder workout. So a few things that I didn't get to really touch on in the voiceover. One is the intensity and the form. As I mentioned in the shoulder lateral raise, is I needed to slow down the tempo. So if you catch yourself looking in the mirror and you look like basically how I did, slow it down, stop for a brief second and do 1 rep at a time. That is something that going forward, actually even me watching my own video, I need to slow down. So typically, sometimes I get a little ego, and yes, I'm a bodybuilder, but I also love to throw some weight around. Now, I wasn't really throwing that around, but I was going way too fast, in my personal opinion, for full muscle contraction, tension on the side delt, which is what we was trying to work. So going forward, I'm gonna keep that in mind and really focus on great form. Now the intensity was there this entire workout. And that, with that being said, is not really just like going through the motions, like really focusing on your mind muscle connection. And as you could tell, even on the rear delt, the cable, that's an exercise that you can easily just do and not really think about, or just do it and then not really feel it. A lot of people have hard issues, especially clients that I've trained have hard time feeling it in the rear delts. It's such a small muscle that it gets neglected a lot too, like even training. So whenever I train my clients, I typically make sure they hit that at least once or twice a week, or even once or twice in the exercise, because there's different variations of rear delt flies that you can do. So with that being said, the intensity is still there. I really just focus on the targeted muscle that I'm working, which in this case is shoulder, so the side delt. Front delt was only get really worked on the shoulder press, and even on the shoulder press. So whenever I said come down about 90 degrees, that's really as far as you need to go to keep that tension on there. Anything else is just going to be a cause for injury. The second focus point there is to really make sure that your elbows are in a little bit more and they're not out like that. You don't want them out because it's just going to cause some shoulder and rotator cuff issues. And probably the third step is, instead of having your bench straight up, actually have it back a little bit. It just helps protect your rotator cuff a little bit more and your shoulder. That way it allows you to do some weight without strictly worrying about injuring your rotator cuff, because ideally free weights does have a little more wear and tear on your joints and stuff like that. Sorry about that. But anyways, that's a wrap on the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the shorter workout. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you could, comment your favorite part or what I need to do better on, because I'm open for any type of advice. And then, comment also what you want to see next, and then we'll go from there. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.